Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Clem and today I'm going to be making a halter tutorial for a Breyer horse. So I am sorry if this is a little bumpy and a little rough around the edges. I am doing a voiceover after filming this because it just did not work when I filmed it while talking and making the halter at the same time. So just bear with me and I'm going to do my best on this one. Okay, so let's hop right into this. First of all, I'm going to go over the hardware, materials, and tools you're going to need. So you'll need 4 jump rings and 2 halter rings, which can be replaced with jump rings if you want. I believe I use 7mm jump rings, something around there. And then you're going to need 1 buckle, which can be made out of wire if needed. I will be putting links and such in the description of where I get my hardware, except for like the jump rings because you can really get those anywhere. But then the next thing you're going to need is 1/8 inch gauze grain ribbon, and then pliers and a pair of scissors. And then to seal everything together, I use a hot glue gun, which is just hiding below the camera. Okay, so the first step to this process is to grab some of your ribbon and just eyeball a piece and cut it off. This is going to be the noseband for the halter. I really don't have a science to measuring this out. I hold it over the horse's nose sometimes, or sometimes I just cut it because why not? But just always make sure that you go longer than you think you'll need, just to make sure that it's not too short. Okay, so once you've got that cut off, the next thing to do is to glue that to your halter ring. So just slip it through one of the slots on the sides and just hot glue that. Then you're going to put it back over the horse's face and put the ribbon through the other halter ring and just measure out where you want that other halter ring to be on the side and then hot glue that. The next piece you're going to be gluing on is going to be the chin strap. So just do the exact same way to measure it as you did with the noseband, and then bring it through the side of one of the halter rings and glue it on. Then you're going to put one of the jump rings over the nose of your pliers and open it up, and then put it inside one of the other jump rings and close it so that they're like joined together. I don't really know how to explain this. And then you're going to put the ribbon through one of those jump rings, glue it onto the halter hook, and then you'll have a nice little loop that fits over your horse's nose with the 2 jump rings on the bottom. Quick note, I do this inside out and then I just flip it around to make it way easier to do all the gluing right here. Next step is the cheek pieces. But you're just going to take whatever ribbon you're using for this and just sort of eyeball it along the side of the horse's face. And then whatever you come up with the first piece, you're just going to lay that against the ribbon and cut the exact same thing for the second. Then what you're going to do is you're going to glue one of those pieces through the side of the halter hook. Then take the next piece and glue it on the other halter hook the exact same way. And then measure it out and put the other end of one of those pieces on a jump ring. And to make sure that they're the exact same length, some horses, they don't work for the same length, but for most you will want these 2 straps to be the same. Then you just sort of scrunch the ring thing around together. I don't know the part that goes over the nose, I don't know what to call it. That's all one piece. Just scrunch that together and lay the 2 straps next to each other, and fold it over the one that's not glued into the jump ring and get it so it's matched up to the side of the one that you have already measured and glued. Next piece is the throat latch. So the way you're going to measure this is just hold it around the horse's throat and cut what you think you're going to need and add a little extra onto there too. And then you're going to glue one of those ends onto one of the jump rings, and then put the halter on the horse's face and put the ribbon through the other jump ring and just measure it out and figure out where you need to glue it. And then you're going to glue that on. The next piece, I don't know the name of, it's the little thing that goes from the throat latch to the chin strap. So what you're going to do is you're just going to cut off a piece of ribbon and then glue that onto the jump ring on the chin strap. Once you have that, you're going to put the halter on the horse and sort of measure out where you're going to want to loop that around the throat latch, and don't glue it directly to the throat latch unless if you have to. If you can, just glue it onto itself and then it can shift back and forth on the throat latch. The next piece is the buckle, and this is a very easy piece to do. Just cut out a small piece of ribbon and glue it onto the jump ring on the left side of the halter. Once that is dry, you can just weave the ribbon through the buckle and fold it back on itself and glue it there. And now is the last piece of the halter. I don't know what this is called, like the crown piece, I think. But you're just gonna cut off a nice long piece of ribbon. I always do more than I think I'll need because I underestimate this way too many times. So just cut off a nice long piece of ribbon and then glue it onto the right jump ring on the halter. And then once that is done, you're gonna put the halter on the horse and trim off any excess and then seal the end. And with that, you're done. You have completed your halter. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that this could be helpful. So I'll see you next time. Bye!